Anyways, you have to save all of them to get to the next area. Well, we're actually... Yeah, Vaati actually transformed Hyrule Castle into his own castle, so there's a lot of shit we gotta go through before we can do anything. And this is where the Great Spin Attack is probably one... Like, this dungeon is where the Great Spin Attack is probably the best thing to have. I'm not joking there. It is pretty much the best thing to have in this dungeon itself. I was trying to remember where I was supposed to go, but now I do. I actually should change these bombs, but that's shit. Yeah, I need to go do that. Ah, yeah, that's what I forgot. This game reintroduces those fuckers that end up cursing you, skulls that end up cursing you. This is where they're introduced, this dungeon themselves. I totally forgot that this game had that. I don't know what happens if they hit you when it's Minish, but when you want to do is go Minish and fall down. Because Vaati basically locked you in the basement, pretty much a dungeon. It's pretty much what it's like, but... So you gotta go through this whole basement sequence to get to the actual dungeon itself. Because if you haven't noticed, there's no keys to unlock the doors or anything. That is until we free this guy who happens to have the key out of the basement somehow. As if you talk to him. I don't know why it just doesn't automatically talk. But pretty much the king's saying that he's got to do something, but he's too old. And that's pretty much saying that you have to do all the work. But I pretty much agree with him there. I wouldn't bet on an old man doing anything. Yeah, it depends how old he is, though. If he's like in his 40s, then yeah, he can do something. I mean, stop sitting on your ass. Or maybe he's too fat and out of shape. That could be another thing, and I'm reading too much into this. I'm literally reading too much into all that, but whatever. Just step out and let the hero be a badass, even though I got knocked out from that little fucking ball of light. I mean, seriously. I know it's supposed to be like a scene where it takes Link by surprise as Vaati actually reveals himself, but the way that Vaati like acts during that damn scene just kind of makes me feel like it wasn't translated right, or they like wrote a different script or something. Because I think Ezreal brings it up that Vaati had been disguising himself as the king all along, but you clearly heard Vaati and what the hell he was saying and everything. But I don't know, maybe it was supposed to be him talking to himself, like real quietly and mumbling to himself. Then he just all of a sudden knocks him out, but I really don't know. It's like portrayed weirdly. They could have put like quotation marks around it. Because he could have been thinking to himself. But if I heard like someone I knew, like the king, just laughing like that, and Ezreal, you have led me to blah blah blah, it's kind of ironic and blah blah blah. It's like, I would suspect that is not the damn king of Hyrule. I mean, seriously, I know I'm running around like a dumbass, but actually right now I'm going to stop it right now, because this dungeon is pretty hefty and I don't know if I have enough time, because like I said, my stupid video camera splits at the 50-minute mark, and that can get really goddamn annoying. Well, anyways, I'm gonna take a break. I'll see you guys until then. Well, I'm back, but anyways, just wait a sec. Again, wait a sec. Yes, I know, it's starting to get annoying, but I don't want that dang input delay screwing me up, so you're gonna have to deal with it. No. But we're finally at the the final stretch of the game, and I'm hoping I'll finish this. Hopefully I'll get the smear shield in this part if we have enough time too. And this is why I say that the Great Spin Attack really helps you out in this part, this section of the game, because a lot of the enemies go down real easily if you end up killing them. Dang it. These things are somewhat annoying, but they're not too hard to deal with. But if Ezreal interrupts you there, it gets kind of annoying. Especially since I already know what to do, you dipshit. Oh, that was bullshit. No, anyways, basically what you want to do is deflect the balls back at the little motherfuckers right here. Oh, they're giving me a harder time than usual. Of course, I'm recording myself. There, finally, Jesus. It's the only time you have to do that though, so... And you want to be careful, because the Great Spin Attack, these guys can actually get through the Great Spin Attack somehow. I don't know how, but... You got me there. But I need to stop being reckless. And we get introduced to these little puzzles here. Not too difficult, but you want to be careful about your movements. Hopefully I get this on my first try. Yep, I did. Okay. Yeah, basically the objective for that is basically what you saw, is light up all the panels and make them turn red. If you don't, that button's there to reset it, so you don't have to exit and re-enter the room, which is, thank God that thing's there. And this is another annoying part. There are a lot of annoying parts in this section, because this thing right here likes to dick you over. And thank God I passed it, so I can now hit this button. First time I went through that in my practice run, took me quite a while to get past there. Not like forever, but just longer than usual, that's what I'm trying to say. But now that we got this key, we can start going to the upper floors of the castle. Upper floors my ass, how about lower? But I meant the rest of the castle, you know what I meant. And that was me not clicking the damn... rapidly pressing the button fast enough to keep doing the sword spin. Yes, if you don't push it fast enough, you'll cancel out of it, so... And here's... Oh, wait, you gotta do this again. Okay, never mind. I think this is the last time, though. So, oh fuck, he ended up getting hit. Maybe I should do it the other way around, so I can actually see what the hell is going on. I almost hit the wrong one. Okay, think right now. Damn it. This is a little bit more difficult, because you gotta time your sword swipe, and you can't just sword spin your way through it like I did it before. You know, it took me longer than I expected before. Yeah, just do that. You don't need to time it, just rapidly click the button. What are you talking about? Okay, what the hell? Why did I do that? Come on, motherfuckers! Bring it! Bring it! Got a couple kinstones here, even though I'm never gonna use them again. But whatever. You think this is a dead end, but no, it's not. And by the way, I did go back and switch my bombs back to the original, because I'm actually going to need these ones from now on. Unfortunately, the detonated ones aren't really effective in this dungeon. But that's really unfortunate and really kind of annoying. But then you run into this guy, and the Great Sword Spin pretty much makes quick work of him if you know how to use it correctly. Then you push this sidely, and there's another passage over there. And here's a map, or a compass, or whatever you want to call it. Jeez. No, there are no dungeon weapons in this dungeon, so this is pretty much all you got. And why do I keep doing that? Remember these zombie dudes? Well, ignore them. Because, I'm not gonna risk it. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, the Great Sword Spin can make... Great Sword Spin can make quick work of the, not the zombie, the mummies, or whatever they're called. Probably have a weird-ass name, but... the Great Sword Spin can make quick work of them. Then we get to this section, which can get annoying, to be honest, but... Well, I like to get rid of this asshole first so he doesn't bother me when I'm trying to do this. And the only thing that bothers me is them. Yes, if you try to destroy them beforehand, they will come back, and they will respawn immediately, which is really annoying. So just ignore them, and you have to freaking dodge them and all that jazz. That's right, motherfuckers, I'm awesome! Even though I failed the first couple times, but that's just me! This part right here, you want to go down in this little caress right here, so you can hide from that fireball so it doesn't hit any of your clones, or hit you or any of your clones, but... Actually, there are a lot of thieves in this dungeon for some reason. There's a lot of moblins and thieves. Actually, a lot of powerful enemies that take more than one hit. Okay, it would be really great if I landed right there, thank you. So I say, why ain't I landing? I think it's because that asshole down there was in my way, but... I don't know what determines what hits you, what if, like, where they can hit you. Like, where the hitboxes are when you're in midair like this. I don't know where the hitboxes are. Because I never got hit by them before. And I think that pretty much is it for the outdoor section anyways. All you need to do is glide past them. And I think, no, not it, but that's pretty much the worst of the outdoor section. Here's another job for a magic boomerang. If you didn't have your magic boomerang at this part, I don't think the boomerang would reach. But then you have another tool that can reach, obviously, which is the bow and arrow. I mean, if you didn't have the bow and arrow at this point, you're probably cheating. I mean, seriously, you have to have the bow and arrow to get through the game. Some of the puzzles require you, especially one of the puzzles in this castle. And I think this is one of the areas that we're going to spend most of our time in, if I remember correctly. No, I should go right down here. I was about to do it wrong. Yeah, this part's, if I remember correctly, this is where you have to fight all the knights. Oh god damn you sons of bitches. Come on, bring it. Bring it. Hit me. Hit me with what you got. What, swing your fucking medieval flail at me. No, you're just gonna walk around and swing it? Come on, seriously? I really don't feel like dealing with you assholes right now. I wonder if I could shoot an arrow past them. Die! I'm not getting close to you fucking dickwads, man. Seriously. Oh, now you start doing that shit, motherfuckers. Oh, that was bullshit right there. Like, I literally got hit twice and it wouldn't let me do fucking shit. I hate those guys. Even in Link to the Past, you at least have a better chance of hitting them without you getting hurt. This game, they're horrible. They're just fucking annoying as hell. You're like the worst enemies in this game. Yeah, this is where you have to time your bombs. Typically this is what I like to do. But fortunately the bombs don't last as long as the 3D games. So you gotta throw it right away as soon as it starts getting big. This, they plainly want to use arrows, but since we got the magic boomerang again, we don't need to use up our arrows.